Hey guys, Janae here. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to do the story time on how I pretty much nearly got abducted at a 7-Eleven one time. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. Okay, so I really wanted something like simple to film for today, and so I was trying to think of a story time I had, and yeah, there was this one time where I went to 7-Eleven and my friend Becca was there, and this literally like scared me so bad. Okay. This happened. I feel like this was definitely over a year ago. I don't know if it was two, but it was just so scary. I think I was a senior and it was after a football game, and so my friend Becca and we wanted Slurpees, and so we were like, okay, let's go to 7-Eleven because it's like 5 minutes away from the football game, like the school that we were at, the football game. And so I drove separately because her friend was driving her and her friend was going to come with us. And so when we got to the 7-Eleven, I got there first, and then they pulled up. And you know how like when you're like, you know how like sometimes you can just feel someone staring at you, like, I don't know, like if you like think someone's staring at you, like, for at least for me, like 10 times, like 9 out of 10 times, if I feel like someone's staring at me, like if I look over, someone's staring at me. And so I just had this weird feeling that I was being stared at when I was sitting in my car. And so like I look over to the left, and like there's this guy like in another car that there's like, so there's a spot, I'm in one spot, and then there's a gap in between us, and then there's a guy in like the other spot. Okay, so there's the one spot in between us, and I look over and like this guy's staring at me. And so like, you know, like normally when you catch someone staring at you, like at least my reaction is just to like smile and then go on with like what I was doing, because I don't know. But so I smile and I'm like, and then like go back to what I'm doing. Like I'm on my phone waiting for my friend, but I lock my doors. And so then I don't know, it might not have been 30 seconds. I feel like I was sitting there longer. Like it definitely felt like longer. And so I like go back on my phone, and then like a few seconds later I like still feel like someone's staring at me, you know? And so I wait a little bit, and then I look back up and he's still staring at me, and this time he's like motioning to me like come here. And so I was just like, and then go back to my phone. Like I kind of like shook my head a little bit, and then like went back on my phone, like just trying to ignore it, because obviously that's really weird and creepy. So, but I like kind of was scared to get out of my car until like my friends came, just in case. And so then I'm like still sitting on my phone, obviously like somewhat freaked out at this point because he hasn't stopped staring at me. Clearly, like I could still feel him staring at me. So I look up again, which I probably shouldn't have done, but I look up again and I see him like still going like this, but like I couldn't hear him, but like he's visibly saying like, get in my car, like come here, get in the car, come here. And so I'm obviously way more freaked out, and at this point I see my friends getting out of their cars, so I like very quickly get out of my car, lock the doors, and then like run inside and like meet up with them. And I'm like, oh my god, you guys, like I explained to them what happened. There's this really creepy guy like looking at me in the window, and I was super like freaked out, like he was trying to get me to get in his car, da da da. And so they're like, oh my god. So like we were all standing in 7-Eleven, like we didn't want to get out because we were scared that guy was still going to be waiting out there. And like I still felt like super on edge. I mean, I know like most people probably would. I don't know. I can't speak for most people. I get anxious super easy, but I was like standing in 7-Eleven and with my two friends, Becca and her friend, and we were just like standing in the back near the Slurpees. Like, you know how the Slurpees are usually towards the back. And I was like looking because I just felt like so freaked out, and I looked at the like front of the store, and like I could see his reflection in the window, but like I couldn't see him. And so then I started freaking out even more. I was like, oh my god, like where is he? Is he inside the store? Like I don't know where he is. And because I don't know how I could see his reflection, but like I could definitely see it. And then like I look back again and he's like standing there in the window like smiling. And so, but like looking super creepy, like just like the creepiest smile. And I was so scared to go back in my car, where I was so scared to go back out there. Like, so we told the guy like that was working the 7-Eleven, where like this guy is like being super creepy, he's standing outside, he was trying to get me to get into his car, like now he's like standing outside, like we don't know what to do. And he like went to the door, and just kind of like when he went to the door and the guy saw us talking to him, the guy kind of just went away. And like the guy watched the door for a little bit and said that the guy had like driven away. And so after about like 10 minutes we were like, okay, like let's just go. I didn't even want the Slurpee anymore, my friends didn't want the Slurpee anymore. Like I was spooked, so like no one wanted Slurpees. And so we were getting back in our car, and like I knew he was in a silver car. And so I was in I used to share a car with my grandpa, and so I was driving that car. And like I don't know, I was overthinking things. I don't know if I was overthinking, but I was like, oh my god, what if he like took my license plate and then like looks it up and now can find my address? I don't even know if you can do that, but like what if he does that? Or like what if he like put something on my car, and like just like stuff like that. And so like the whole ride home I was driving by myself. I mean, it was only a 5-minute drive home, but like still I was super freaked out. And so every time I saw a car like turn, I was freaked out. And then like it makes a lot of sense for cars to like pretty much follow me the whole way, or almost the whole way home, because it's pretty much like there's a lot of houses like back there, so like it made sense. But like since I was so paranoid about that guy, like every car that was like behind me or like near me or silver, like I just freaked out and was like super paranoid about. And so I finally got home and like locked all my doors, like went double checked to lock my doors, and still was super freaked out. And after a while I kind of forgot about it, but I was thinking of storytime ideas, and I thought about this one. And so to this day I have no idea who that creepy guy from 7-Eleven was, but yeah, I mean, I think saying I almost got abducted was exaggerating a little bit, but like a guy definitely tried to get me to come in his car, and he was super creepy. So yeah, so that is the time I almost got lured into a car at 7-Eleven. And if you want more story times or videos like this, please comment below, and I will see you guys next week. Okay, bye.